to come. Still to come on Channel 5 this evening, another great boxer coming out of Sheffield. Adam Etches is this boxer's name, going for the IBF International Middleweight title up against a really experienced Brazilian in Samir Santos Barbosa. Now that's coming for you next, but I just need to tell you something about our exclusive Maxi Nutrition knockout final. The final was due in a couple of weeks' time, but that has had to be postponed. What's happened is that the favourite, Bob Ajisafe, is struggling with a back injury just at the moment, and he won't make it on time. So Ajisafe against Travis Dickinson in the Maxi Nutrition knockout final, with the British Light Heavyweight Championship also at stake, will now take place in early November. Right, still to come here this evening, then it's England against Brazil. Part 2, it's Etches against Barbosa. We'll see you in a couple of moments' time. Adam Etches is one of Sheffield's new heroes, aged just 23, but very impressive at middleweight. He's already looking for the big names, fighters like Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr., after winning all 16 of his fights so far. And he's a big ticket seller too. Plenty of those fans in Ponds Forge are here to see their man in action. But it looked like a tough proposition. Samir Santos Barbosa is at 34, highly experienced and with an impressive record. He's had 48 fights, 3 times as many as Etches, and won 35, 25 of those by knockout. So it's for the IBF International Middleweight title. It's over 12 rounds, and we join it at the start.
Well, Adam Etches has described it as the fight of my life. I think we can all agree on that. He hasn't fought anyone tougher than this. 13 knockouts in his 16 wins out of 16. Impressive and explosive, but he might just have to work a little harder here tonight.
It's important that Etches starts well behind his jab and just gets into this contest, but starts quickly. He's up against a tough opponent who himself carries a fair dig, so he's got to keep the concentration level very high early on in this one.
Yeah, he's known as a real slugger, Etches. He's better than that, but there's a reason he's a ticket seller. There's a reason his nickname's the Bomber as well. He likes to come forward, he likes to throw shots, but maybe a little more patience needed tonight. Certainly time to at least assess his opponent. Certainly can't write off Samir Santos Barbosa. 2 good body shots there though from Etches early on. Always a good idea that, to try and soften up your opponent and test him out early.
That's better from Etches, just working behind that jab. It's important though he brings it back nice and quick, because already Barbosa has thrown a couple of right hands over the top, so he's looking for that shot, and he'll catch Etches if it's a slow jab. So it's got to be nice and crisp and sharp with that jab, and just keep him at mid and long range early doors.
Yeah, it's not a night for Etches to paw and claw with the jab. Richie's already mentioned the knockout power of Santos Barbosa. 25 knockouts in his career, and always looking for that sharp right hand over the top. It's been a good start from Etches, but I think we're already seeing that it might not be a routine evening for him.
See, that's a lovely shot. Just a simple jab that keeps your man off balance. Difficult to defend against if it's very quick, which it was. That's a good shot, and just keeping your man at bay. Good work from Etches there.
Barbosa with plenty of experience, 254 rounds in his career so far. Etches just 48, but this is good from the younger man. Barbosa again with that right hand over the top, which is a constant danger.
That's why that jab, Dave, has to be sharp and accurate. It has to hit the target. If it misses, then Barbosa is going to land with that right hand over the top, and he got through with a right uppercut there also. So he's dangerous, this fella.
I don't think for a second he's come to roll over. 5 wins in his last 5. He's come to prolong his career at a decent level. Closing moments of the opening round. Element of cat and mouse about it. Entertaining stuff, though.
Some good work from Etches in this round with the jab. That was a super shot there. An example of that punch and just keeping his distance. Lovely shot there from the overhead camera. Just sensible boxing in the early stages. Barbosa did have some success with that right hand over the top, but it was very little.
Respira Fonse. Pues mueve ya los costados. Let's test his body. He's not coming forward. Outs that jab right, yeah?
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
Interesting words there from Andy Marlowe in the Adam Etches corner. Test his body. Also told him that he's marking up already. It was encouraging for Etches. I think they feel he's started well here. Couldn't come out all guns blazing like he likes to or has done. Learning lessons all the time, Adam Etches, at the age of 23.
Again, simple boxing. That's good boxing from Adam Etches there. Just keeping the punches nice and straight. I thought the first round was a bit of a scouting mission. He'd probably come out of his shell a little bit more now, but straight away I think you can see that Etches is thinking of a longer fight, should I say, because he knows he's in with a boxer who's very, very durable, and it's no good going off blazing with the shots and getting tired against someone who's so experienced.
Well, Etches never been longer than 6 rounds, never had to. This one scheduled for 12. Right hand again there from Barbosa. For a fighter who has the ambitions that Etches does, in a very competitive middleweight division in this country, it's a really good opponent. The kind of test that he needs. It's a question of whether he comes through it. Combination there from Etches. Connected with one of those hooks, and the other was a little wild.
Oh, that was a nice body shot there from Etches, working well downstairs, that right hook to the body. But look at him hold his feet there. Once you hold your feet against this guy, it brings him into it, and he just scored there with a couple of shots, Barbosa.
A couple of little mistakes from Etches, but relatively unpunished. This is good from him as he comes forward and tries to show Barbosa his power. Must be wary, though. The Brazilian has force in those fists as well, but he looks a little distressed, Barbosa.
The work's good from Etches. What I'd like to see, Dave, is maybe in and out stuff. Don't hold the feet for too long a period against this guy. Hit him hard, then move away, and then plan the next attack.
Must keep him discouraged. Long way from home, from Rio Grande in Brazil. Combination again there from Etches. Barbosa has to get out of that corner sharpish.
Clever work there from Etches. Didn't go just steamrolling in. Scored well with the shots. And just had a little look and just maintain that gap. That's sensible boxing.
For the left to the head and then to the body, and a response from Barbosa. Can't switch off against this fella, though. He comes back with force in those fists.
Good work again there from Etches, working well with the jab, then bringing that right hand through, just edging forward. Barbosa very flat-footed, needs Etches to stand there with him. I thought there was some good work here from Etches, in and out, and then he just maintained the gap lock. Doesn't go steamrolling in there. That was good. Clever little work there from Etches.
That's it. Enough.
Come chill.
Let's test his body a little bit, this one, but don't get sloppy with that guard. It's all about your guarders, honestly.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Well, the question that many had about Adam Etches before this fight was, he can hit, but has he been hit? How will he respond to a tough, durable opponent who's got a punch on him? Well, we're finding out, and it's fascinating to behold. More confident here from Samir Santos Barbosa, a little more on the front foot.
You hit it on the head in the last round, Dave. You said you can't switch off against him. And you cannot. But some good work here from Etches.
He threw a huge right hand there that missed, but it moved Barbosa back onto the back foot.
Barbosa is the type of boxer that can just throw one from anywhere. If you're walking forward.
Good combination there, though, from Etches, but a response from Barbosa. Both looking for that big shot at the moment. And Etches catches it. Really good there from Adam Etches, but risky as well.
Yeah, good work on the front foot from Etches. He's thinking about his work. Boxing well behind the jab and using the right hand to great effect is Adam Etches. And it's controlled, and that's what I like to see, because this guy Barbosa, he's still in it.
He's very much still live in there. Good again from Etches. The gloves kept some of those shots out, but not all of them.
You know, Dave, there was some good defensive work there. Oh, what a
from
left
Etches. And then followed by a right, and Samir Santos Barbosa in trouble. A Sheffield explosion here from Adam Etches. Has he recovered the Brazilian? Well, he threw a combination back. And then a right, but it was a slightly tired right. That will have encouraged Etches no end.
Peach of a left hook, tremendous shot.
Went
really
for the big
giving him
right as well there, Richie.
Yeah, really giving him confidence now.
Little chopping right. Terrific shot from Etches. Now, does he know where he is? This durable Brazilian doesn't look so durable now. The biggest win of Adam Etches' career. The night that he was going to be tested, and he has passed, and how. I don't think anyone expected that. A man who went the distance with Daniel Gill, Sebastian's Vic as well, and Etches has blown him out in 3 rounds. Terrific performance, a real showstopper, Richie.
Yeah, tremendous stuff. He worked well behind his jab. He showed great variation, great power with the left hook, the right hand, and especially that right hook at the end there. So he really went through the gears. And for me, like I said, he was controlled. He thought about his work, he worked well behind his jab, but then he put his shots together. There was some good defensive work from Barbosa with his elbows, but then the left hook connected, put him down, never really recovered. But the final shot, Dave, was the most impressive. It was a short right hook, bang on the button, tremendous stuff, a great performance there.
Much made of the fact that he's never been 12. Maybe he won't have to. With power like that, there'll be tougher tests ahead for Adam Etches. But he has done everything asked of him.
Tremendous stuff that we've seen from the left hook. But there's that short right hook there. Chopping punch. Let's have a look at it from this angle. There it was, just on the side of the head. On the temple, maybe. Couldn't recover.
Let's get the official announcement from our MC, Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 3. Our referee in charge, Howard Foster, stops the contest for the safety of the blue corner. Therefore, your winner, still undefeated, and now the IBF International Middleweight Champion, Adam the Bomber Etches.
Well, what a fantastic performance from Adam Etches there. And still to come on Channel 5, boxing, the best of the undercard on a night when we've been enjoying Samba in Sheffield.
Hola.